YouTube, what's going on? If you're new here, my name's Roger. I own a company called QVO Tactical where we make holsters and gear and also film content for this channel. In today's video, we are checking out one of Sig's newest offerings in their P320 lineup. Of course, I'm talking about the new Spectre Comp, but we also have some new and awesome accessories to look at as well. In addition to the Sig, we're going to be checking out the new EFLX red dot sight from EOTech and the new SureFire X300 Turbo. So as always, I like to tell you guys how I go about getting these products in for review. You might remember during SHOT Show back in January, we took a look at the new EFLX Red Dot from EOTech. I kept in touch with the EOTech team and they were able to send us this production sample free of charge for this video. You also know we have a good working relationship with SureFire, and I told them about the video that we were putting out and they were able to get us one of the new X300 Turbos as well. Big shout out to both EOTech and SureFire for sending us these products to use for this video and for future content. Now, as far as the Sig Spectre Comp P320, I needed a gun that would fit the EFLX footprint. It is very similar to the Delta Point Pro, however, it will not work on other guns like our Staccatos. More on that in just a little bit. Anyway, I happen to see that Ventura Munitions had the Sig Spectre Comp P320 in stock, so I purchased it from them for this video. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into the specs of the new Sig Spectre Comp P320, the new EOTech EFLX, and the new SureFire X300 Turbo. The new P320 Spectre Comp from Sig Sauer is their take on a custom build made popular a couple of years back. It utilizes a compact slide, threaded barrel, and compensator to give you the length of a full Legion slide, but with the look and feel of an integrated compensator. It features their X Series trigger, coated in titanium nitride, a full-size tungsten-infused grip module with a nice laser-engraved stipple, as well as a titanium nitride carbon steel barrel. Lastly, it will include night sights and is optic cut for the Delta Point Pro footprint. Now, something interesting to note about this compensator, the ports in the compensator are vented forward. This is done to push the gases forward of the muzzle, keeping them out of your face while still mitigating recoil more effectively. This is definitely something new that I've never seen before. It also makes a very different sound as the gun cycles around, something you will see and hear shortly in the range footage. Next up, let's talk about the new mini red dot optic from EOTech. Their EFLX optic is their first venture into the reflex technology optic market. It will feature either a 3 MOA or a 6 MOA dot. It is a full aluminum housing with a large rectangular window, top-loading 2032 battery, and side adjustment controls. The optic utilizes the Leupold Delta Point Pro footprint, and battery lifetime is said to be about 20,000 hours. The optic is programmable, so you can turn off the auto shut-off feature if this is something you do not desire. Additionally, the optic has 8 daylight settings with 1 night vision setting. Lastly, we have the new SureFire X300 Turbo. This new offering from SureFire features everything you like about the original X300 Ultra, but now with a higher candela output of 66,000. This will allow for the light to be utilized at further distances while also pushing past photonic barriers. The light will still utilize CR123 batteries and is compatible with all existing X300 Ultra holsters. We will get more into this light later on in the video. Okay, now with all of that out of the way, let's get on to the range portion. John, Jade, and I all headed out to one of our shooting spots here in Vegas, and as we always do, we recorded our first shots through the gun, so here's that footage now. Alright guys, these are going to be the first rounds to the new Sig P320 Spectre Comp. We have it equipped with the new EFLX from EOTech as well as a SureFire X300 Turbo. Shooting some 124s, and yeah, let's see how this comp goes. Here we go. Yeah, that thing returns right to zero. We haven't zeroed the optic yet, but let's go take a look at the hits. I'm holding at the X right here at about a little under 10 yards. And nice cadence going and a nice group. Aiming here, so I'll just off of it. We'll zero it here in 10 yards in a second. But yeah, I really like, you guys saw my original X5 videos. That tungsten grip module, man, it just, it makes the gun have just that extra weight that keeps that recoil down, and that comp is really working. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this so far. These are the first 10 rounds out of the gun. I'll have John and Jade shoot it and get their thoughts as well. All right, we got John up now. He's gonna give us his thoughts after his first rounds. Go for it, bud.
Nice and flat. liked it.
You notice a different sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird. But it stays nice and flat right on the target. I like it.
All right, Jade's up now. She's gonna get her first rounds to the new Sig P320 Spectre Comp.
Holy crap.
Talk loud because of the wind.
Yeah, unexpected, but really awesome. I thought it was gonna have a little more kick to it, but it's super, super smooth, like surprisingly good smooth.
So as you just saw, pretty much everybody's opinion is that the gun is definitely a flat shooter. The weight from the tungsten infused grip module coupled with the recoil mitigation from the compensator just makes this thing really easy to shoot. Now after getting the gun zeroed, you all know I had to do my favorite drill, the build drill. All right guys, so of course we're gonna shoot our favorite drill, the build drill. With this awesome setup, we're gonna see what kind of times we can get. Shooting some C-zone steel from TA targets right here, and 7 yards out. Let's see how we do. Here we go. Stand by. Got a 184, first shot was a 9.4. There we go. First shot was an 8.9, 176. Stand by. Got a 169, and let's see, first shot was a 0.8. Huh. All right, we got John up now. He's gonna run some build drills. C-zone steel, 7 yards out, P320 Spectre Comp. Stand by. Got a 311 with a very funky cadence. Let's go again. Stand by. .266, clean. Stand by. .222, 5 out of 6 rounds hit. Stand by. .291, first shot was a 148. Stand by. There you go. Smoother cadence there. .220, first shot 134. So from what you're used to shooting the staccatos, how's that trigger?
Like you said, that reset's a little farther out there, so it takes some getting used to, but the trigger's pretty smooth.
All right, we got Jade up now. She's gonna give her tries at a build drill. Here we go, stand by. Got a 270. Did you get all hits?
I think I missed one.
Copy. Stand by. Four out of 6 for a 263. There you go, nice and clean for a 313. Let's go again, stand by. Nice. Way to recover and finish. There you go, 290, clean. So what do you think about that trigger?
It takes some getting used to, but it's smooth. I mean, I don't have any complaints. I think I just need to get used to it.
Now after shooting these build drills, guys, I was able to get a really good feel for the trigger. Like we all said, the gun has a nice trigger, and what we mean by that is that it's a smooth pull during the pre-travel, and you can immediately feel when you're at that wall. However, it's more of like a rolling wall, meaning that you continue to push through that wall until you get to the break. With that rolling break, you end up with a longer reset than what we're used to. The reset is springy though, which I like as it forces your finger back out. I also noticed that the trigger breaks at the 90-degree angle, which kind of gives me that straight back pull and feel which I prefer. All in all, I like the trigger, especially if I was using this gun for duty use or if I was carrying it defensively. I'm still able to shoot sub 2-second build drills. However, it's not as light of a trigger as say my 2011s where I can run build drills in the 1.5s. Now, one thing I really like about these guns from Sig is that they include magwells, which just make reloading very easy. 194, first shot 0.8 and split of 114. Next up, we did some shooting on the move. The combination of the heavier weight of the grip, low recoil from the compensator, and clear field of view from the EFLX Red Dot make it really easy to get on target, stay on target, and transition between targets. Next up, we shot a fun drill utilizing knockdown steel targets. All right, guys, so we set up a little fun drill here. We got 6-inch steel targets staked into the ground, so they'll just knock over. We got the gun loaded with 3 rounds total, so one in the chamber, 2 in the mag, and then the drill. On the buzzer, you'll shoot the first 3, do a reload, and then shoot the next 3. Obviously, the goal is to do this clean, so that way you're not having to shoot more than 6 rounds. Let's see how we do. All right, stand by. Oh, I gotta miss. 639 with 1 miss. Let's go again. There we go. Nice and clean for a 541 total. Hey-oh. Nice. That's your cleanest run so far. 1409. The only 2 misses. Good stuff.
Sweet.
Yo, look at that clean run. Got a total time 10:36 clean. Good stuff. Now, like we always do, I wanted to show you guys the difference in recoil with different grains of 9mm ammunition. All right, first 4 rounds, some 124s. Second set of 4, some 147s. And the last set of 4 are the 90 grain plus Ps from Ultimate Ammunition. Next up, I tried that 40-yard drill from one of our previous videos. All right, guys, for this next drill, it's gonna be a 40-yard drill. I'm gonna walk out to our target at 40 yards and I'm gonna run back. That way there's a little bit of cardio induced, and I'm gonna try to shoot 10 rounds from 40 yards in under 10 seconds. The Dickickens Drill, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with it, like our previous video. Anyway, I'm gonna be running the camera in my glasses as well to mix in the footage. So let's try it out. Here we go. All right, here we go, 40-yard run. Start the timer, stand by. Out of 10 in 7:32. Hey-oh. Now, it was finally starting to get dark out on the range at this point, so I did a little bit of shooting with the new SureFire X300 Turbo. As you can see, you definitely get more of a focused beam with that increase in candela. In my opinion, there's still plenty of flood as well. You can see here while using both the new X300 Turbo and the original X300 Ultra in a hallway in my house. Additionally, I wanted to get you guys some more footage out in my backyard utilizing both the X300 Ultra and the X300 Turbo. One other thing that I want to cover is the candela output. If you're not familiar with higher candela output, this might help better explain. Having that higher candela will help you push through photonic barriers. Photonic barriers are pretty much other light sources that would prevent your flashlight beam from pushing through onto what you're looking at. An example can be seen here. I had Jade get into my Toyota Tacoma in our driveway, and then she turned on the headlights. I then utilized both the X300 Ultra and the X300 Turbo to see into the vehicle. It's still manageable to see inside the cabin with both lights. However, the X300 Turbo does a better job of punching through the barrier from the headlights and allows you to better identify that she's actually holding a Glock 17. I think it's awesome that SureFire has introduced this new model of the X300 with the higher candela output. In my honest opinion, for what I do, you can't go wrong with either the Ultra or the Turbo. However, now you have the option for that more controlled and focused beam if it's something you want. Additionally, I think it was a great move on SureFire's part to keep the footprint the exact same. This allows us to utilize our already existing X300 holsters. I know for me, as a holster maker, I can really appreciate this, but in addition to that, it's nice for you as a customer to be able to use your existing gear if you pick up this new weapon light. Now, a couple of things that I wanted to go over because I know I'm going to get questions down below in the comment section. In regards to the new Sig P320 Spectre Comp, I know everyone's going to ask, is it worth the price tag? As always, guys, that's very subjective. However, I'm going to say this. I really enjoyed the X5 Legion that I purchased for $1,000. If this gun had been around at the same time on the market, I would have probably purchased this instead. I would have purchased this for $1,450, as I definitely think that the laser stipple, titanium nitride coating, and barrel comp slide combo is worth that extra $450. My one gripe with the P320 Spectre Comp is going to be the backup iron sights, though. I think it's safe to say that most people are going to put a red dot optic on this optic cut gun, so I wish that they would include suppressor height sights. That way your backup irons are tall enough to be utilized if your optic fails. Now, if you're curious about the holster that we were using, it's our own, the QVO Tactical secondary on the waistband holster. This one is wrapped in our new Tiger Stripe smoke fabric overlay. The holster offers multiple points of adjustable retention, and it can be attached to this Safireland QLS platform. Also, if you're looking to pick up one of these Sig Spectre Comp P320s, at the time of this video, Ventura Munitions did have another one in stock, and again, they're going to run you about $1,450. Next up, guys, my overall thoughts on the new EFLX red dot from EOTech. I think it's pretty much a great dot, especially for the price tag of $380. The glass is clear, the housing feels solid, and the controls are easy to use. My one gripe about it, though, is it does not mount directly into the staccato platform. From my understanding, the only two major manufacturers of firearms that directly mount the Delta Point Pro footprint are going to be Sig Sauer and Staccato. I think it was very unfortunate that EOTech did not ensure that these would work with Staccato directly. The Delta Point Pro cut on the Staccato is a little deeper. This causes the front lip of the EOTech EFLX to hit and does not allow the optic to mount flush onto the gun. Hopefully somebody produces a plate with integrated backup irons that will allow for the use of the EFLX on the Staccatos. Alright guys, that is going to wrap up our review of the new Sig P320 Spectre Comp with the new EOTech EFLX red dot sight and the new SureFire X300 Turbo. We hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up down below, as that really does help out the channel. If you are new here, please consider subscribing because we post new videos every week. If you want to further support our content, check out that Patreon link down below. Our Patreon members are a huge reason why we keep making these videos for you guys to check out. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.